All right, you dirty sons of this is Lee Murray. This is video number 1. And what I'm going to do, and this is a re-record because I had started this video series with kind of a pre-existing domain I was going to use, and I kind of thought better of that and thought it might be cool of me to actually start this process from scratch. So I did buy a brand new domain over at GoDaddy, and I really dig the domain, and so we're going to rock it. All right. So the domain is bedbucks.com. Yeah, I know you're jealous as shit, but that is the way it is. Some brains just pick things like that up. Just playing. Just playing. How are you? So, yeah, bedbucks.com. I think I'm going to make the tagline be go ahead. Let 'em bite. All right. So, I'm going to go into my products here. So we are in GoDaddy. It doesn't matter to me where you get your domains from. Now, at this point, I'm going to assume that you already have a hosting account because that's something I'm not going to be doing from scratch. I will be using my existing hosting account because I'm not a psychopath. I don't know if that would qualify as a psychopath, but so we're going to go into manage my domains. Going to sign directly the hell in to GoDaddy. And then I'm going to click expires to get the newest domain of first. The other way around. Bedbucks.com. All right. Now this is obviously going to be an internet marketing sort of thing. You know, you're making money in bed, right? Like I do all day, every day, baby. And then we're going to, I guess, just click on the blue link. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. So now I'm going to set my name servers here to point to my hosting account. So we just click manage. And we go to custom. Enter custom name servers. Okay, and I'll tell you in advance what I'm going to do is enter my name servers in here for my hosting account. And then I'm going to click OK and whatever else the next prompt is, like save or whatever. I'm not going to show you my name servers, okay? But then I'm going to look at this page again and I'm going to refresh it. And down here right now it says ns11.domaincontrol.com. I'll want it to read, or I guess that's a 41. I'm going to want that to read. I'm going to want these two name servers to read my actual hosting account name servers. Okay, so it may take a few times to refresh depending on where you live in the world, because I believe that some in some locations it will take a little bit more quickly, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna pause the video because I don't want you to see my name servers, just because I'm a little bit paranoid, maybe. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna pause. You got so jealous. You got so free. Okay, so I don't know what the hell I was just saying. It worked. So that's good. Now I'm going to log in to my hosting cPanel. If you don't know any of this stuff, then you need to look it up somewhere. All right, so I'm just going to go into, we'll just go, iamwithlee.com, a cPanel. And you don't have to sing that while you're typing it in. And definitely don't use I am with Lee, because you're like totally not. All right, so log in. And now I'm going to go into my LastPass and turn it off for a second because it will try to autofill. Oh my gosh, they've changed the look of cPanel since the last time I've used it. This is going to be fun trying to teach this. All right, so should LastPass remember this password? I don't know what happened. I don't know. Go away. All right, if you hear a little bit of popping and foolishness in the background, that's my two kitty cats doing some cat shit. All right, show matching. What am I doing here? We're just logging out for now. All right, log out. Okay, so what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to go to an add-on domain, and that should be under the domains heading here. It looks like everything's still basically the same here. So add-on domain. New domain. All right. So if this still works the same, then hopefully the little tabby trick works, and I can just type in bedbugs.com and click tab. Yep, still does its thing. Cool. And create an FTP account associated with this add-on domain. I don't know. I don't really FTP that much. I just go into cPanel if I need to. I don't really. FTP ain't really my thing. So I think that that's all we need. So let's do this. Add domain. And that should give us bedbugs.com. So basically, I've explained this numerous times before, but I'll do it again just in case you've never heard me do so. With GoDaddy or with any domain registrar, when you link up to hosting, think of it as like two extension cords, okay? With one of them with the male end, one of them with the female end, okay? And they need to meet somewhere in the middle. So what you do when you register your domain and you set your name servers like we just did is you're basically extending the male end of the of your extension cord out there into cyberspace, right? And then when you do this process here, the add-on domains using your cPanel or your through your hosting company, whoever that happens to be, you're basically extending the female end, right? And then once you actually go through this process and the two ends connect, now your domain and your hosting are active. They've got juice flowing through them, and they are available for the world to see. Now, of course, that's just going to be a root domain. There's not going to be anything on your site. It's just going to exist. So to actually create a site, we're going to be using WordPress, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Well, actually, first I'll show you how to. Okay, so I've never used this interface before. They've changed it up on me a bit here, so I'm going to. How do I get back to the home? Is there a little home button or something? Let's see. Okay. So now we're going to go to email. And I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to throw the cats outside. Just a second. Okay, so this is this step here is optional, but I recommend it. I mean, if you want to have a nice professional email address. Obviously, the process we're going through with Breakfast in Bed is kind of more of a behind-the-scenes sort of a thing, so you're not really going to need to have people contact you. It's not like you're going to be a product vendor and you're going to be dealing with customer support issues or anything like that. At least you shouldn't. I mean, there's always people who like to reach out, but you don't necessarily have any obligation to anybody using this process. But if you just want to have an email account, which I like to have, we'll add an email account. And we'll say I want to be Lee at bedbugs.com. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Things are so strange these days. So we're going to go to Lee at bedbugs.com. I'll create a little password here. Mailbox quit, I'll go unlimited. I don't understand why you wouldn't. And that doesn't mean that there isn't a good reason not to. It just means that I'm too stupid to understand what that reason is. Create account. And that's all there is to that. Now, the next thing I like to do is, and this is really killing me that they don't just have like a little home button. Or maybe they do and I'm just not seeing it. This is not, let's see. All right. I need to go back down. And I am going to have to kill a couple cats here in a second. Hope you're into that kind of shit. Alright. So let's go email. And then we'll go to forwarders, okay? And all this will do is link your, if they're still allowing it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me. So we got Lee at bedbucks.com. Destination. They're going to advise against it, but hopefully they don't forbid it these days. Okay, cool. Fair enough. No such okay, whatever. Add forwarder. And that was pretty hassle-free. So that's that for that. And then the final thing we're going to do here is we're going to install WordPress so that you have a website. Because having a website is really the cornerstone of this entire process. And on this one website, we can have both our squeeze page and our blog. So, let us go to just head back here. Sorry, I'm going at a snail's pace. I'm just, I can't quickly navigate through here because this is my first time. Quick install. Hopefully you saw that. Hopefully I wasn't just, but you want to go to quick install. Can't remember. Anyway, we want WordPress. Select your domain. I want bedbucks.com. We're going to leave the directory blank because we want this installed on the root. And we will click next. Blog title. Bedbucks. Admin user. Bedbucks. Lee Mudia. Or however you pronounce that shit. And then here in admin email, we just use the email address we just created, Lee at bedbucks.com. And then there should be, we have to click, or tick as they say, on the metric system, and install now. And that, well, that's not it, because now we're going to have to, or we're going to want to choose our own password. So we're going to let this install. Installation complete. Now you'll see a link here that says My Installs. All right, and so I went into My Installs and scrolled down, and at the bottom will be your latest install or installation. So we've got bedbucks.com here. I went through the scroll down, and that was the only option, was bedbucks as the username. And then we're going to throw in a password right here, and then we're going to update password. Now, for whatever reason, this doesn't show the little dots. It actually shows the password as you type it in, so I'm not going to let you be privy to that because you're just not cool enough, let's face it. But I will show you the next step, which would be to click admin login, and then in a new tab it will open up your WordPress dashboard login, and I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I unpause the video. So that's exactly what I've done, and here we are in our WordPress dashboard login page, on the page. Okay, so it was bedbucks all one word like that. And then I created my password. Log in. And then I'm going to get a little thing up here for LastPass. Oh, no, I'm not, because I never logged back into LastPass. Ain't that a tricky bitch. All right, log in. What makes it a tricky bitch, you ask? I don't know. I didn't really think that one through. So let's go back, because I do want that in my LastPass. Okay, bedbugs. And I will type in my password again. There we go. Save site. And save. All right, and here we are inside WordPress. And at this point, I am going to kill this video. So that'll make 3 things I've killed today, if you know what I mean. And we will reconvene in video number 2, where we kind of get your WordPress site all dressed up and ready for the prom. See you there. Bye.